Namaste children. I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous session about the understanding quadrilaterals, interior angles and exterior angles. So some of the interior angles of any polygon will be calculated by using the formula n-2 into 180 degrees. n-2 into 180 degrees. So n minus 2 into 180 degrees, where n is number of sides. n is number of sides. Number of sides. And exterior angle. Exterior angle of any sum of exterior angles of any polygon. Sum of exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. Now if it comes a regular, what is the meaning of regular? Regular. So regular meaning is what? Equiangular and equilateral. Equiangular and equilateral. That means in that figure each angle will be equal and each side, the measure of each side is also equal. That is equiangular and equilateral. When you compare, now look at this example, small example you see, equilateral triangle, equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all the three sides are equal. All the three sides are equal. So each angle will be equal to how much? 60 degrees. Each angle will be equal to 60 degrees. Here also 60 degrees and here also 60 degrees. Now when you are talking about the exterior angle, this is exterior angle. This is exterior angle. Next, here this is the exterior angle for this. And next, here this is the exterior angle. As we know, linear pair, the adjacent angles add up to 180 degrees. So, if it is 60 degrees, what will be this one? 120 degrees, because 60 plus something will be equal to 180. Here also 60 plus something, so that something is what? 120 degrees. And 60 plus this is 120 degrees. You see here, 120 degrees, 120 degrees, 120 degrees. If you add sum of each exterior, sum of all the exterior angles, sum of the exterior angles, sum of the exterior angles is equal to 120 plus 120 plus 120, which is equal to 360 degrees. How much it is? 360 degrees. Now we see another example. Now what is this? Equiangular, equilateral. That means equilateral triangle is a regular polygon of three sides. Equilateral triangle is a regular polygon of three sides. Now regular polygon of four sides, we have a specific name for this. Three-sided figure and four-sided figure of a regular. Whereas another one, 5, 6, 7, we just will add regular. If it is a 5 side, we call it as a regular pentagon. If it is 6 sides, we call it as a regular hexagon. 7 side, a regular septagon, like this. But especially for 3 side and 4 sides, we have a special name, that is equilateral triangle, and another one, square. One more example you see here. One more example. Square. Square is also equilateral and equiangular. Meaning is what? Each side is equal in length and each angle is equal in measure. So that is equilateral and equiangular. Now observe it. This is the square. So in this, as we know, each angle in a square is equal to, this symbol represent 90 degrees. This symbol represent 90 degrees. Here also 90, here also 90 and here also 90 degrees. Now, when you calculate the exterior angles, observe it. This is the exterior angle and here is the exterior angle and this is the exterior angle. Then next, Here is the exterior angle. Now tell me, observe it carefully. This part, and this portion, the measures as a linear pair. What would be even outside? This is also 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Clear? 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Now, sum of exterior angles. Sum of the exterior angles. Sum of the exterior angles is 90 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 90 degrees, which is equal to 360 degrees. Though it is a three-sided polygon, or four-sided polygon, but sum of exterior angles is always same. So from this what can you conclude? Therefore, sum of exterior angles, sum of exterior angles of any polygon, whether it is a regular or irregular, sum of exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. Why I explained with the example of a regular polygon? A regular polygon means even each angle also will be equal. If it is irregular, the angles and measures, measure of the angle and side length also will be different. That time also we calculate by using linear pair only. Now you see, sum of the exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. So 360 degrees. This is the point what you have to remember. Now, one more concept in this. If a three-sided polygon or four-sided polygon, okay, now you see here this one, observe it carefully. After this, the next topic is, if they give number of sides, find the measure of each exterior angle. Observe it. Find, one more example, find the measure of each exterior angle of equilateral triangle. Observe it carefully. Equilateral triangle. Here we know already measure of each exterior angle of triangle is 120 degrees. But how to calculate? What is sum of the exterior angles? 360 degrees. How many sides are there? 3 sides. So if you divide 360 degrees with 3, then you will be obtaining that 120 degrees. So solution. Observe it carefully. Sum of exterior angles. Sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. And number of sides, because equilateral triangle each side is equal. I am talking about the regular polygon. Number of sides is equal to 3. So number of sides is equal to 3. Then its measure of each exterior angle. Measure of each exterior angle is equal to 360 divided by 3, which will give you 120 degrees. Is it clear? 120 degrees. How to calculate measure of each exterior angle? We are dividing the sum of exterior angles by number of sides. Dividing the measure of the sum of exterior angles divided by number of sides of that given polygon. Number of sides of the given polygon. Is it clear? Now we see the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon. Measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon is 360 by n, where n is the number of sides of that polygon. Number of sides of the polygon. Then number of sides of a regular polygon, if each exterior angle is given. If each exterior angle is given, how many sides would be there for that regular polygon? 360 by measure of each exterior angle. These are the two important points which you need to remember. That is 360 by n will give you measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon, and 360 by measure of each exterior angle will give you the number of sides of the regular polygon. Now you see example. Find number of sides of a regular polygon of each exterior angle is 90 degrees. Each exterior angle is 90 degrees. So solution, sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. It may be any polygon, 3-sided, 4-sided, 5-sided or 6-sided, 7 sides, 10 sides, 11 sides, but exterior angles sum will be equal to 360 degrees, 360 degrees. Now what is the measure of each exterior angle? Measure of each exterior angle is equal to 90 degrees. Then number of sides is equal to 360 by, what is the formula? Measure of each exterior angle. Measure of each exterior angle Now 360 by, what is the measure of each exterior angle? 90 degrees. So 360 by 90, which is equal to 4, 90 ones are 94s are, or 0 0 cancel, 9 4s are 360. That is also you can do. Okay, so which is equal to 4. How many sides? Therefore number of sides is equal to 4. So if you want to find out measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon, then you have to divide with 360 by n. If you want to find out number of sides of the regular polygon when each exterior angle is given, then you will divide 360 by measure of each exterior angle will give you number of sides. Is it clear? Right. Now we see exercise 3.2. Find x in the following figures. So in that B bit you see, find x in the following figures. How many sides are there? What is the type of polygon is this? Yes, you are right. It is a pentagon. So here x, missing term is x, that you have to find out measure of x, and this symbol represents 90 degrees. This symbol also represents 90 degrees. This symbol represents 90 degrees. Look at this. You can use, which concept can be used here? Sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Yes, you are right. Sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Now you see, if it is 90, this side also will be how much? I will write here A. Are you following? So, given that, here, observe it, A plus 90 degrees is equal to 180. then A is equal to 180 minus 90, which will give you 90 degrees. So therefore A is equal to 90 degrees. A is equal to 90 degrees. These two form linear pair. So linear pair. Linear pair. Next. Now you see, any polygon, whatever it is the polygon, sum of, whatever it is the polygon, sum of exterior angles, sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Now we know all angles. This A value we know, A plus, then 60 degrees plus, then here what is the measure this symbol represents? This is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees plus, next 70 degrees plus x is equals to 360. Is equal to 360. But what is A measure? The measure of the value of here how many degrees? 90. So 90 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 90 plus 70 degrees plus x is equal to 360 degrees. In the question he did not mention that you assume as A, but we are assuming for our convenient. For our convenient. How to find out this measure? By using linear pair concept. And now 90 plus 90, 180, 180 plus 60, 240, 90 plus 90, 180 plus 60, observe it, 180 plus 60, 240, 240 plus 70, 240 plus 70 is 310, is 310. So 310 degrees plus x is equal to 360 degrees. Therefore x is equal to, transpose this side, 310, 360 minus 310 is equals to 50 degrees. Therefore x is equal to 50 degrees. Therefore x is equal to 50 degrees. How to calculate? By using exterior angle property. What is exterior angle? It may be any polygon. Sum of the exterior angles will be equal to 360 degrees. Is it clear? Yes. Clear? Next. Now see the next question. Question number 5. Is it possible to have a regular polygon with measure of each exterior angle as 22 degrees? So measure is given exterior angle, each exterior angle measure is 22 degrees. 22 degrees. Measure of each exterior angle as 22 degrees. Is it possible to have? Whether it is possible or not, we have to check. And one more bit. Can it be interior angle of a regular polygon? If it is yes, why? If it is not, why? Okay, we see that whether it is possible or not. First you take bit A. Measure of each exterior angle. Measure of each exterior angle is equal to 22 degrees. 22 degrees. Now, if you want to find out where this is exterior angle is given, whether it is a possible or not, you have to divide. I told formula. Number of sides is equal to 360 divided by measure of each exterior angle. So number of sides is equals to 360 divided by 22. Check it whether it is divisible or not. 2 table, 2 11s are and 2 180. 2 180, which is equal to 180 by 11. 180 by 11. It is not divisible. So that means 22 is not the divisor of 360 degrees. It must be the divisor because number of sides won't be in decimal point. Number of sides is nothing but a whole number like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. We won't say number of sides as 1.2, 2.3, 4.5, right? So 180 by 11 is not divisible. We cannot. It is not possible. So not possible. 180 by 11 is not possible. We can't get not a whole number. What I am writing here? Not a whole number. What is this? Not a whole number. It is not a whole number. 180 by 11 we can't divide. We won't get 11 as a proper whole number as a quotient. We will be getting as a decimal part. That's why it's not a whole number. Therefore 22 is not a divisor of 122 is not a divisor of 360. So it is not possible. It is not possible. What is not possible? Having 22 degrees as an exterior angle for a regular polygon, not possible. Now second B bit, you see B bit. Here B bit. Can it be interior angle of a regular polygon? Why? Why not? We'll see. Interior angle 22. Then what would be the exterior angle? We know sum of two, one interior, one exterior is always 180 degrees, the linear concept, linear pair. So 180 minus 22. If it is interior angle, then is equal to 180 minus 22. You will be getting 180 minus 22 will be 158 degrees, which is exterior angle. Exterior angle. This is exterior angle of a regular polygon. If it is interior, then this would be the exterior angle of a polygon. Now again you see number of sides. Number of sides is equal to 360 by 158. Measure of each exterior angle. So if you divide, you won't get as a this part also. By seeing that only we can say that not a whole number. Not a whole number. Therefore, it is not possible. What is not possible? Having 22 degrees as interior angle is also not possible. Having 22 degrees is as an exterior angle also not possible, because 360 by divided by 22 is not exact divisor of 360, and 360 divided by 158, it is also not exact divisor of 360. 158 is not the divisor of 360 degrees. So therefore it is not possible. It is not possible. I hope it is clear. It is clear? Right. Children, look at this. Here you have some homework questions. Exercise 3.2, question number 1, A bit, and question number 2, 3, 4 and 6. So with this exercise 3.2 is finished. Now we will continue the next topic. So when you are writing the notes, when you are finishing, first finish this homework, then copy the properties, copy the next topic which I am discussing with you. That is, as we know, quadrilateral, understanding quadrilateral. Till now we did even, pentagon, hexagon, these are all quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means how many sides will be having? Four-sided figure. How many sides? Four-sided figure is called quadrilateral. So, kinds of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral meaning is what? Which has four-sided figure. It can be anything, maybe a convex or concave, but we are discussing about all now convex quadrilateral. So here A, B, C, D. Observe it. A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Every quadrilateral, whatever it is a quadrilateral, it will have some similarities. What are the similarities? That are called the basic elements. So here quadrilateral, first thing is four-sided closed figure. Four-sided closed figure. Four-sided closed figure. This is the quadrilateral. Now you see how many sides we have. It will have four sides. Four sides. Each line segment is called a side. Each line segment is called a side. That is AB next, BC next, CD next, DA. AB, BC, CD, DA. These are the four sides. Next, four vertices. Four vertices meaning is what? Corners. A, B, C, D. So, four vertices they are A, B, C and D. These are the four vertices. It may be any quadrilateral. These are the similarities. Four sides, four vertices. Next, one more thing, four angles. Where the two sides, two line segments are joining, there the angle formed, that is, this is angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. These are the angles. So, angle can be represented in three letter or a single letter. Three letter or a single letter of alphabet. So, four angles are angle DAB. Look at this. Angle A, even this can be written as angle DAB. DAB or you can write as BAD also. I just wrote one. Angle DAB. Next. Another one, angle B. If you take angle B, that is angle ABC. Angle ABC. Next, if you take angle C, angle BCD, three letter, BCD. This is the single letter and this is three letters. Next, angle D. If you take angle D, you can say either angle CDA or ADC. So, angle CDA. This is single letter and three letters. So, four angles are there. Now, another one is what? Two diagonals. What are that? Two diagonals. Two diagonals. Two diagonals. What are the diagonals? When you join from opposite vertex, like one vertex to its opposite exactly. So, this is called diagonal. AC is the diagonal and BD is another diagonal. BD is another diagonal. So, two diagonals are AC and BD. These are the two diagonals. So, any quadrilateral, whatever it is the quadrilateral, will have the similarities. Four sides, four vertices, which is nothing but corners, four angles. We can represent angle with a single letter or three letter. Angle A or angle DAB or angle BAD, anything is same. Angle B is equal to either angle ABC or you can say angle CBA. Next, C, angle BCD, D, angle CDA. Four angles. Next, two diagonals, AC and BD are the two diagonals. AC and BD are the two diagonals. This is about the quadrilateral. A four-sided closed figure is called a quadrilateral. So, every quadrilateral will have these all. What are those? Four sides, four angles, four vertices and two diagonals. Two diagonals. Now we will discuss about the kinds of quadrilaterals. Kinds of quadrilateral means what? Types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. So trapezium, in that the special names are given for the quadrilaterals. Each one is having their own properties. Each one is having their own properties. So trapezium, but all quadrilaterals are four-sided sphere only, but they have a special name. A trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel sides. with a pair of parallel sides. When do we say pair of parallel side? How it will be? Opposite. So one pair of opposite sides will be parallel. One pair of opposite sides will be parallel. Look at the figure. A, B, C, D is a trapezium with a pair of opposite sides are parallel. Which sides are parallel? AD and BC. AD is parallel to BC. See, the arrow mark represents that the two lines are parallel. Next, another figure you see. PQRS. PS is parallel to QR. Arrow mark represents that those two pairs, that two sides are parallel. So trapezium, how do you define trapezium? It is a quadrilateral with a pair of sides parallel. One pair of opposite sides will be parallel. One pair of sides will be parallel. This is about the trapezium. Next, kite. It has exactly two distinct consecutive pairs of sides of equal length. Everyone know how the kite will be there. So here kite is A, B, C, D. The two distinct points. See this one. AB is equal to AD. Exactly two distinct consecutive pairs of sides of equal length. So AB is equal to AD. Then BC is equal to BD. AB is equal to AD. BC is equal to CD. That is kite. PS is equal to PQ and QR is equal to RS. These two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. This is about kite and that is trapezium. Kite and trapezium. Now here you see that types of quadrilaterals, kinds of quadrilaterals. Trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral with pair of sides are parallel. These are the trapeziums and these are not trapeziums. See, are you able to see clearly? These are not trapeziums. These are not trapeziums and these are trapeziums. So trapezium, the arrow marks shows that the parallel lines. The arrow mark shows that these are parallel lines. Now you see about the kite. These are the kites. These are the kites and these are not kites. These are not kites. See this. These are the kites and these are not kites. So what we have discussed? We discussed about the types of quadrilateral, trapezium and kite. This you have to note down in the notebook. And still we have some other quadrilaterals. Those are parallelogram and a rhombus, square, a rectangle. These are all the quadrilaterals. About those we will discuss in the next session. So this is about kite and trapezium, and here is your homework. So finish your homework, then you copy these kinds of quadrilaterals. I hope it is clear today's session. Thank you.